You mean to count us
Hello,
down?
everybody. Oh, okay.
You
3.
didn't say anything, so I was like, oh, well.
Sorry. 3,
I,
2, 1.
Now recording.
the following podcast may have adult humor,
Swear words.
innuendos of a adult nature.
Making fun of me.
That's a given. Everybody looks forward to that. But just know that you have been warned.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Blind Nights. As always, I'm Jesse. Joining me is Richard. And where are we today?
Well, kind of in the Underdark, a place that you're kind of familiar with.
Oh, God, yes. With all those damn stalagmites and ooze.
Stalactites.
I got so tired of it trying to explore. Oh.
Yeah, with
Luckily,
the rocks.
you guys we're all friends and stuff, so I could script on the description because I'm like, it's more frickin' rocks.
Yes. But it's because that we have some really cool stuff going on here at the end of the podcast. And it's kind of funny because, that's the letter that we're coming to.
Mm-hmm.
But before we get there, we will go over the books as always. And Jesse, tell us what book you recommend, sir.
Well, I read this book in 2 days, which is good for me because I've been in a little bit of a slump lately, like taking me longer to finish books. But I read The Greatest Generation by Tom Brokaw, and it's about World War II, but it's instead of being like about the war, like just the history of the war, it's more about different stories of like people that were on the home front or people that went over to fight and like you might not have heard of this story or heard about what they went through, and it talks about like what they went through in wartime and then like how their life changed, what they did after the war. And it was a phenomenal book. Easy 5 stars, loved it. And it's one of those things that's funny because we used to watch Tom Brokaw and I read it on Kindle, but I'm assuming the audiobook he probably reads, but I still like didn't hear voiceover. I heard Tom Brokaw's voice in my head when I was reading it. Excellent book. Now I'm going on to reading about the Civil War.
Instead of reading Mayor of Newtown or anything else. I mean, I got
Oh, no, that's my audiobook. I'm still, yeah.
Yeah, your little slump of reading has been, about 2-3 years now? Something like that?
No, I used to be fast. My audiobook slump is bad. Kindle I can usually get through fairly quickly.
I'm not sure about other people, but like reading the lit RPGs on Kindle, sometimes reader like the screen like either jaws or voiceover.
Oh, yeah, you were telling me this. It like freezes.
It gets stuck on the tables, and I don't know if anybody else has that problem, but it's one of those things that irks me. Because a lot of them I probably would buy off of Kindle that sound interesting, but it's like, oh, when it gets to there, it'll stop. So
yeah.
But I'm going to be recommending another audiobook by Jonathan Mayberry.
I believe it's Mayberry.
Yeah, it is.
I'm like just Mayberry RFP.
I've never watched that show. Never.
Oh, I never did either, but I figured you would have.
No, can't never find it. But Andy Griffith, oh heck yeah. But anyway, I was trying to make sure that I get every possibility that his name could be. Not to interrupt you. Yes, you are. That's what you're doing.
I'll bring it up in the other show. It makes more sense.
Sit down. Sit. Right there. Right there. Oh, watch out. There's a piece of gum on the chair right there.
It's on my ass now.
Oh, yeah. You're glued to it, sir. But this one's actually called Beneath the Skin, and it's part of the Sam Hunter files. He's like descendants of werewolves, and he does these like little cases and things like that. It's a group of short stories about Sam Hunter. I really liked it. I quit reading the V Wars because I don't know, just reading Jonathan Mayberry's part. It's like the other ones, just wasn't talking to me, if that makes sense.
You ever skip through short story collections? I've done that already where I'm like, I'm going to go to the next one.
It depends. I used to read like the horror collections,
Yeah.
and it's like, this sucks. This sucks. This really sucks. Oh, this one's good, and then 19 others are really, really suck. But this one, I mean, really quick read. I think it's like a little over 4 hours or so, 4.5. So even you could get through it in a couple of days, even though it's audio and it's free.
Oh, it's on
Yeah.
our Audible Plus thing?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yeah, so yeah, you could get through it in a couple of days if you just sit and listen, sit down and seeing as you sat on that gum right there, you're going to be stuck
It's
there
all
to
like
it for a
stringy
while.
now. It's like, oh, God.
Oh, yeah.
Whose gum was it?
I bet it was Jim Bob's. You know
By
how
the
he
Strong
likes.
Around the Underdark?
Well, I don't know, but he is our zookeeper, so
Yeah.
maybe it was him. I don't know. This is kind of just thrown together, so.
Someone should just come and do a prestidigitation spell and get it off of me.
Nah. Let everybody know. Just let everybody know you second gum.
It's rude.
But the letter today, do it with the count. The letter for today is you, and it's because we're doing Underdark. And Jesse, since you're so familiar with the Underdark, give us a description, and we'll work on describing it together.
The Underdark is a never-ending labyrinth of tunnels, mostly dark, but lit by some of these stalactites and stalagmites that hang down. And a lot of the walls are covered by ooze of all shapes and colors. There's mushrooms that grow down here. There's strange pits that have no end. There's underground lakes. There's beaches, I think. I just made that up. I don't know if there's really beaches there, but I think it'd be kind of cool. And you can run into anything from drow to dorgers to lost minions.
And what about the bioluminescent fungus? I know you
That's
said
what I was trying to
mushrooms.
think of when I talked about mushrooms. That's what I meant was the that stuff.
That's a big word for me.
Bioluminescent. Yeah, you're a hick, so.
I know. Spell it for me then,
try hook
smart
on
guy. Do what?
Do you have it there? I'll try to spell it.
No.
No, I'm not
But
trying.
it should be fairly easy.
Bio is BIO. Lumen is LUMINESCENCE.
That's how I would spell it, smart guy.
You're not hacksaw, sir.
No, I didn't say tough guy. I said smart guy.
But you still said guy. I love the Underdark, but by the end of that campaign, I was sick of it.
Yeah, you can have different shapes and sizes of rocks, different colors of rocks, different kind of rocks. You got limestone, quartz, stuff like that. But I mean, in the end of the day, it's still rocks and stone. And I never really knew the difference between a stone and a rock.
I don't really either. I always thought like rocks were bigger, but I don't know if that's true or not.
This is true, but
the stones, I think pebbles, but they'll say things are made out of stone and not made out of rock. I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm
Curiouser and curiouser now.
Yeah.
But anyway, seeing as we are in the Underdark, the letter U is for. Do you say Uber or do you say Uber?
I believe it's Uber.
Well, I wonder if it depends on what it's referencing.
Maybe it does.
Huh.
Because I know the car company is Uber.
Yeah, I knew that one.
But you know what? You might be right. It might be dependent on what the context is.
Okay. This is a word that means, like, say, powerful. So we say
thought that was Uber.
Could be, but is the car company really powerful?
No, I don't know.
Don't be whining.
I'm not whining. I don't know. I'm not sure.
All right. I'm making sure, because, your whines will echo and could draw things to us, thinking it's like
that water dripping is really echoing. It's driving me nuts.
Yeah, I got to pee. I mean, like, really, really bad now. But it means...
Oh, in that corner there.
Nah, there's probably
It's not
something
like
over
I'll
there.
look.
Yeah, you probably will. But Uber, whichever way you want to say it, stands for powerful.
You
And,
Bray. You bad.
Uber. Oh, that could be a cool character
Uber.
name.
My
Uber.
name is Uber.
Oh, a Russian dwarf. Uber Schmuggelhoff.
I think
Ooh,
you
I
need
like.
to create this.
Oh, yes. But it most often refers to like player characters, and their abilities like being overpowered or anything. But a little
Or
bit
like
of
the crocodile with our first session.
y'all took it out pretty easily though.
I thought I
I
almost
mean,
died.
well, that's just you.
Yeah, you're right.
But a little bit of research will show that the word UBER is derived from a German word that I cannot pronounce. So, and I know
He's
Jaws has.
downstairs, but I should have Katie pronounce it since she took German. But
Well, I don't even have it here because Jaws was not reading it correctly.
does your Jaws do that thing where like it switches accents?
Yeah, it does. It does.
Voiceover's accents are far better than Jaws.
Yes. Yes, they are. It's like over and above, and depending on the context will determine what it means. Over, above, meta, super. So I guess it depends on what context you're looking at. Like maybe for the car company, it will be over and above,
Maybe actually
you
that would
know.
make sense, kind of.
And for like someone who's extremely powerful, that's where you get the strong from.
Like the person I live with. No, I'm just
Yeah. Ooh, they may pronounce it ubber. Forgive me.
bored. Oh, I told her
Uh-huh.
to make fun of Sword.
Did you?
Yep. I was feeling
Oh.
like I was in a safe space because I was
Your
out
device
like with
is
my parents
offline.
the other day.
To connect, swipe down from the top of your screen,
Uh-huh.
then go to Settings, Network.
Yeah,
You're online because you're talking to me.
exactly.
What was that?
My device that
Oh,
is supposed to be muted and turned off.
it clearly is not.
Hi, government.
Stop, yo.
Anyway, another U word is ugly. Have you ever heard of this term?
I've heard of the word, but not in reference to a game.
Well, it really works with this game and probably more so with Jim Bob, or we'll say Jib, because it's what happens when your charisma is 6. You're ugly. Nobody thinks you look good.
Yeah.
You know, kind of think like a big old mole or wart on the end of your nose.
Yep.
No offense to anybody,
You know
who
what would be
has
cool
a
though to have like a character like that that's like say it's your hero, but you do have it where like they are ugly, and the fun part would be like describing what's ugly about them.
Oh, that's true. That's a possibility. Huh.
Maybe
Like you're like
that name you made up, Shovelhoff or whatever it was, maybe it could be ugly.
Mugglehoff, sir.
Oh.
Mugglehoff. He's like
Muggle.
ooh, he could be a rogue.
He could be a
Because
muggle.
he's smuggling. But
Sit down.
It's always you need to sit down because you
I
keep
just like-
interrupting me, and I'm getting tired of it. I'm going to kick you off of the show. Just saying. But it's always fun to play with the flaw. I really like having one.
Yeah, I agree.
It's important to have one because your characters, despite what the movie says and despite how the rules are
You
set
know what
up,
though? That movie
you're not a hero.
they had a lot of flaws.
Yeah, but
Like he
they
was
didn't-
very flawed.
But they didn't seem to play on.
Yeah,
them
but
a
who's
whole
gonna
lot.
watch a movie if they're not heroes?
Well, I mean, it depends.
I mean,
I like the
maybe.
movie Hancock. He was flawed because he was an alcoholic, if I remember right.
Yeah, but
But-
they're going for like the The
I know, like everybody's a superhero.
that's
I
what's popular
know.
now. Well, they weren't really superheroes, I don't think.
No, but it's like they can't be touched. I mean, but anyway, I digress. It's another big word.
That is a big word for you. That's 2 big words today, right,
I'm
Eric?
telling you, I'm out for the week. Have you ever heard of an Ummerhulk?
No. Sounds like a killer bird.
More so like a creepy crawly. I'm picturing kind of like a beetle kind of thing.
Oh,
Could be a
I just
worm.
said
But
because of hawk. I was thinking, okay.
no, Hulk. Hulk.
Oh. I'm
No,
picturing
no,
like
no, no. There's
giant,
no O in it. It's
I'm
Hulk.
picturing like a giant. When you said beetle, giant beetle with like the Hulk muscles.
Oh, that would be kind of cool though. But the
In Arnold
Hulk.
Schwarzenegger's voice.
No, you got to go with Lou Ferrigno. You
Okay.
can't have Arnold's voice.
Arnold
Arnold
help
wasn't
you
the
out.
Hulk. But the Hulk. Oh. Yeah. Sit down. Sit down. Put the muzzle on. Put it on. Put it on. It's okay. But the
I'm
other
sorry.
Hulk, the other Hulk is a large monstrosity and is chaotic evil. They have an armor class which is natural armor of 18, and they have an average of 93 hit points. And to get really cool here, and this is probably why we're in the Underdark. I don't know. Maybe we should think about leaving because they can both walk and burrow through solid stone.
I would say something I can't talk with this fucking muzzle on.
But you managed to do good enough. They have a challenge rating of 5 and are worth 1,800 XP. And before Jesse lets everybody know that we're here because of the smoke coming off of his mouth, you can speak.
God.
Okay, that was your word.
I
Speak. It's your time.
won't want to meet one of those things. They sound pretty gnarly.
Well, their strength is
What
a
kind of
20.
attacks do they have?
To start off, if you start your turn within 30 feet and can see the Hulk's eyes, the website said confusing K's.
They mean
See,
gay.
and that's what I'm thinking.
I think they would have to, wouldn't they?
Well, considering that it deals with their eyes,
Confusing
yes.
Kaze.
Kaze? Kaza. Ooh, Kaza. But they have 4, it said coin-sized eyes across their forehead, equally distant apart. But if you can see the eyes and you start your turn there, you have to make a DC 15 Charisma saving throw. Or, it can get kind of confusing in here. You're unable to do anything your turn, and then your next turn around, you have to roll a D8. And depending on what you actually roll,
Put one leg,
is what you
put
can
one
do.
leg through your pants and put another leg through your pants.
You could,
I was just trying to be funny.
but you're not. But that's okay. That's okay. You're funnier than some people, though. I will say
What
that.
I meant was you put your right leg in. I don't know why I said pants.
I don't either.
I was
And
thinking
I don't want to know if you're wearing any or not.
I
Nobody
am.
really wants to know. But they do get 3 attacks, 2 with their bite, which is a +8 to hit, for an average of 1d8 +5 slashing damage with their claws, excuse me. And their other is a mandible attack, which is also a +8 to hit, and that gets you 2d8 +5 slashing damage. Now,
I mean, they do pretty big damage.
yes, they do, because they get 3 attacks, 2 with the claw, 1 with the mandible.
And the +8, they're almost guaranteed to hit.
Depending on what level you're fighting, yes. They are 8 feet tall and approximately 5 feet wide. They are traditionally a black color that I guess as you go down, their body turns into like a yellowish gray color.
Ew.
Really ugly sounding creatures.
Yes.
At least to me, they
Very
sound
much so. I
ugly.
agree.
You know. And before Jesse falls asleep here in the oh no.
No, I'm fine. Jesus.
I need to get out of here. It's okay, Jesse. Go ahead and lay your head against the stone right there. It's fine. I'll watch out for you.
Hey, you said you need to get out of here.
No. I mean, after you take a nap.
I'm good. I'll go nap at home.
Nah, you need to take a nap now, sir.
No.
Take a nap. Take a nap. Go ahead.
Oh.
Go ahead. Go. See you. Bye.
I just wanna make love to you. Hey, what's up, y'all? My name is Joey B. I am the founder of Blind Knowledge. BlindKnowledge.com is where it's at. Podcasts, streamers, gamers, music. We got content. It's real. It's truthful. It's dope. Check it out, man. BlindKnowledge.com. Now back to your regularly scheduled programming.
The Adventures of Finen Greenbottle. Ooh, I'm famous. No, you don't have to be so mean about it. I mean, ow! I swear, whenever I get out of here, I'm gonna get him. I mean, why did he have to just throw me so hard in here? I mean, I hit my head and everything. Ooh, what is that smell? Ooh, that really stinks. When I had to be thrown into jail like a common criminal. I'm not a criminal. I am Finen Greenbottle, rogue extraordinary. Ooh, yes, I am. Oh, you just wait. You'll get in there, and you'll be happy with it. You're not getting out for a long, long time, you little thief. You think you can pick my pocket? You got another thing coming. I don't know who he thinks he is, but I did pick his pocket. Yes, I did. It's right in here. It's not. I'm gonna be in here for a long, long time. Hey, this is Richard from the Unseen Critics with...
Jesse from the Unseen Critics.
And you can find us...
wherever you listen to your podcasts.
Yeah, I want to take a little time away from the Blind Nights and do a little segment here that I meant to do while Jesse was on here recording, but forgot. So forgive me. But I've started running some games for people who can see, and to be quite honest with you, extremely nervous about it. Don't get me wrong, I enjoy running games and everything, but I'm really used to running games for those people who, either can't see or, have some kind of visual impairment. And so, therefore, the type of person that I am, if I have a fear or something that I am worried about, then I'm going to face that head on. I'm very much a face your fears mentality kind of person. So that's what I tend to do. And that's one of the main reasons that, I took this chance to run games, specifically Dungeons and Dragons for this group. And all of those, they have sight, and of course I do not. So, it's going to be a learning experience for them. It's going to be one for me as well. But we had our first game session this past Saturday, and I believe it went really well. They seem to enjoy it, and have a lot of fun. And it's like I told them, I said I collect minis, but the ones I collect are definitely not going to be played with. And it's nothing against that. I just don't want them messed up. But I just don't use them because I'm used to playing with Theater of the Mind, and they said that they were really cool with that. They're looking forward to it. They said that I didn't over describe, I didn't under describe. Well, now whether or not they was just trying to butter me up, I don't know, but it is what it is. They had a good time, and that's the main thing there that I was concerned with, was them having a good time and enjoying themselves, and they did. So that's a positive there. Like I said, I was a little nervous, but by the end of it, once I got into actually running the session, the nerves went away. So it's just like running any other thing as of now. We have not had combat yet, so we will see how that goes. But thought that'd be a nice little segment for me to, keep track of it here, and I may or may not keep track of it on the Knights of the Braille blog as well. So be sure to stay tuned and keep checking in, and appreciate it, y'all. Remember to like, share, subscribe, and tell everybody else about Knights of the Braille.